Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is the video where I talk about having had skin cancer. I had a couple of requests to talk about what kind of happened with that, products that I'm using, how it's affected me a little bit moving forward, all of those things. It's going to be a little bit chatty. If you don't like chatty videos, this is not the one for you. That's okay. You can skip it and catch me in another one. But if you're new, welcome. You want to stick around for that? That would be great. If you're not new, I appreciate you being here again and again as always. So let's jump in. Right now, I just have skincare on, and I will talk about skincare first, and then I need to put moisturizer on. It was all down here for the most part, so I will put that on when we get to it. I'll move that a little bit closer. So skincare, well, let me back up a little bit. How I got diagnosed. I had a mole, the scar's right here behind my ear on my neck. It's been there majority of my life, maybe. I remember it being there around 7 or 8, so it's been there for a long time. I'm 40, so that's been a little while. Normal looking mole, brown, small, round, normal, all the, normal things. And then my husband noticed several months ago that it had changed, not necessarily size, but diameter, like it had started to spread out. It turned kind of a fiery orange color. The texture had changed. So those are all, if it changes size, shape, color, those are all the warning signs that they tell you to look for. It checked all the boxes. So I went just into my primary care. He removed it. It was extremely, it wasn't painful when he removed it. He had a hard time getting it all out. I did have like 4 stitches, which is a lot in like a little area, but it's been there for a long time. So it wasn't wanting to leave. Had it tested, came back cancerous. He got it all. I didn't have to do anything else, but moving forward, I need to make sure that I wear sunscreen. Most of my appendages are covered. Like if I'm going to be outside, I probably need to get some like UV, just regular long sleeve tops. Wear hats, umbrella. Anywhere that I get like sunburns can potentially turn into skin cancer moving forward. So it's just something to be extra aware of. As I was starting to say, my skincare hasn't really changed. I'll kind of briefly show what I'm using. I'll get into the skincares, and then I'll show you some of my hats and things that I've been trying to use. It's a little bit of an adjustment. I forget about it, but So eye cream, again, that's not really something that's changed. My favorite is First Aid Beauty. This one's almost empty. I will repurchase this. I have a couple others, Goldfaden one. I use this at night sometimes. Dr. Brandt DNA. Again, I'll use this one sometimes at night, or I'll layer it with this during the day if I'm really dry. This Bright and Glow was like from an Ipsy bag. So I have, that's the brand right there. It's not bad. Again, I use this one at night. I'll layer a couple of these together just to get some really good hydration. So none of that has changed. I have a bag so I can take this stuff back upstairs. Okay, so moisturizers, I have regular ones that don't have SPF in them. If I know I'm gonna go outside, or like when we go to the river, we went to the river with my in-laws a couple weeks ago. This has SPF 30, so this is the Ultra Repair moisturizer with sunscreen. I'm going to put a little bit of this on just because it was down here, so I didn't. This is one of those where it'll get the little dried bit in the nozzle, and I usually just put it in the sink. And then I will also layer separate sunscreen on top of this. But like I said, especially like when we went to the river, I did this and sunscreen. So if I'm going to be outside a lot, I'll double up, but I at least try and just use this. It's a good moisturizer, and then you get the SPF. So most days, if I'm not wearing any makeup, I don't know where a towel is, I'll just use that one because it's got a decent SPF. So just sunscreen without any tint or anything. I keep this, and this is also a facial moisturizing lotion. It's early in the morning. If you have coffee, drink some coffee. This is the CeraVe. So I keep this on my husband's side because I've been trying to get him to use it, but it's the equivalent to the First Aid Beauty. The consistency of this is a little bit thinner, so if you don't like a thicker moisturizer, this one's good. Like I said, it's a little bit thinner of a consistency, but it's really good. So those are the two regular moisturizing sunscreens. I have this one from First Aid Beauty. It's a hydrating sun skin milk. So again, this is a higher SPF. This is 45 for sensitive skin. This is going to be even thinner, so I would recommend this one. This one's down here for now. And then I have, like, these are just clear sunscreens, just sunscreen, no moisturizer. I like the Unseen, again, SPF 40 from Supergoop. This is pricey. e.l.f. does make a comparable product. The e.l.f. one is fine. I will say, if you're going to use the e.l.f., just be careful with the skincare. e.l.f. tends to pill if I'm not using, like, e.l.f. moisturizers with it. I think, in my experience, e.l.f. doesn't like the gel moisturizers. So if you have regular moisturizers, this should be fine. But e.l.f. sometimes as a whole can be finicky. So, but this is definitely a cheaper alternative. Just be aware, if it starts pilling on you, it's probably a serum or a moisturizer that's not gelling with one another generally. Let's see, did those both? Those both don't need to go back upstairs. I don't remember what I had upstairs. Oh, these I think are going to stay down here because I have another one. My mom gave me this. This is from Clinique. It's SPF 50. It's broad spectrum. There's no tint to it, so I was going to try that instead of having this in my makeup kit upstairs, so I'll leave that. For glowy ones, this one's my favorite. Has a little bit of a tint to it, SPF 44. This is expensive, between $35 and $40, depending on where you get it from. I do have a brand new one of these. This one's almost out. CeraVe makes a tinted sunscreen, but it's not glowy. So to mimic that, you could do these. I think even buying both of these together would still be cheaper than that one, depending on if you get like the CeraVe on sale. So this is just a hydrating mineral sunscreen with a light. This is the light tint. And then this is the glowy e.l.f. sunscreen, both SPF 30, so you get a little bit extra. But I'll mix these to mimic that, because this on its own is not glowy. So if you want a tinted sunscreen that's not glowy, because this is super glowy. So if you like the idea of a little bit of coverage, again, this is going to be cheaper anyway. And then if you want a little bit of glow, you can do the e.l.f. Halo Glow underneath, or you can do the glowy sunscreen, because again, you get a little bit extra. SPF, layering SPF, I think, especially like in my circumstance, is helpful. And then these also are going to be down here. For basic skincare, I still use vitamin C. I've been using this one. The other one that I had, I don't even remember what brand it was. I ran out, so I got this in a BoxyCharm, I think. So I've been using the First Aid vitamin C serum. It seems fine. Regular serum, I've been using the Glow Recipe Plum one. Again, no issues with any of that. I do still use retinol. Retinol will make your skin sensitive to the sun anyway, so I have to be extra careful. I only use this maybe once a week. It does help with texture, fine lines. My skin's really dry anyway because this can dry you out. I generally end up using it once a week, once every other week. I don't use it often. And I try and make real sure it's on a day when we're not really leaving the house. So just be aware. This is the L'Oreal Revitalift one. I got sent this, but I really like it. And you don't need very much. A little bit goes a long way. So I've had this for like a year. Seems fine. It tingles a little bit. It's always done that, but just be aware it can dry you out. I would start out with once a week anyway. You can move up to twice a week. I don't think, it doesn't recommend going more than 3 times a week, I don't think. And then again, make sure you use SPF the next day. Night serum, again, I got sent this. I do like it. It's really hydrating. I tend to use this more in the winter time. It's from IT Cosmetics, but I do like it. As you can see, I've used it some, but it's an oil, so you get that kind of greasy feeling. But again, I will use it in the winter or in the summer when we're like really, really dry, but generally it's winter time for me. And again, a little bit goes a long way, so that's why it looks like I haven't used it a whole bunch. For regular SPF, I like the Sport. I have this bottle that's SPF 50, the spray, and then I have one that's a little bit smaller that I got sent that I think is 65, SPF 65. Water resistant, up to 80 minutes. I like the sprays. It's just easier to use on the kids, so we keep one of these upstairs at all times. This is the brand that I've been using for years and years, so I like Banana Boat. And again, you do need to reapply every hour and a half, 2 hours. So, and the mistake that people make is you need to wait. Like when you reapply, don't let them just jump back in the water because then it's washing the sunscreen off. I think they recommend 10 or 15 minutes to let it sink in. So hats, I've always been pretty good about wearing a ball cap. I have this one. This is the Haunted Objects podcast. It's on YouTube. If you've never watched it, Greg and Dana Newkirk, highly recommend. So this is just a black. I know I wear a lot of black. Change is hard. I do also have a gray hat. I think it says like got hair on it because I'm a cosmetologist, but this is the normal hat. I need to wash it. It's got makeup on the inside, but generally been pretty good about but this only is protecting here. It's not doing anything for the back of my neck. So I've had to, if we're going to go like run errands, I try and wear just a ball cap if I think about it. I don't do it every single time, but I try. My husband found these hats when we were cleaning stuff out. So it's from Toyota. It's just it's really big. I have a small head, but again, it's going to give me all the way around protection. I did bring this with me when we went to the river, but I was wearing a normal swimsuit because I was like, oh man, so we'll get to that. I found this when we went to Lowe's. We are remodeling our house, so we're at Lowe's and Home Depot a lot. So this is a little bit smaller. This is a medium. Like I said, I have a small head. It's supposed to help keep you cool up to 2 hours, and it's UV fabric, so SPF up to SPF 50. So I found this, so I can wear this one. This one's a little bit more flattering, so to speak. So that's my new one. Still has the tag on it. I keep that hung up upstairs by the front door. I have some hooks for my purse. So the ball cap, the blue hat are up there, the other hat's up there, and then I keep an umbrella. I want to get a full-size one. I did see one when we were at Lowe's. They had them for like $5, so the next time we're there, I'll get one, but this is just a standard umbrella, so I keep this one by my purse if I think I'm gonna need it. And then my husband has one about this size in his truck because, again, I didn't bring one when we went to the river. Again, this is relatively new, still learning. And then my husband's best friend, I guess shops would be the word, but he uses those like weird live auction sites where you can get things for like $1, $2, $3. He got this for me for like $3. Asked me if I wanted it. See, this is a large. It's it's the UV fabric, so it's a swimsuit one piece. It's like a rash guard swimsuit, but yeah, you can wear this by itself. It's got a built-in bra. You could put like another swimsuit underneath it. I don't think that's necessary. I'll probably just wear this one, but it has a little bit higher of a collar. Again, it's got the UV fabric. Oh, that's the back. Okay, this is the front. So it goes like that. Obviously haven't worn it yet, but I think it's also up to like SPF 50, but it will cover my arms. So it's long sleeve. So if we go to the river or the wash down here, this is what I'll be probably wearing moving forward, just because it'll give me a little bit more sun protection. I reached a point where I wasn't spending too much time out in the water because, again, I didn't bring an umbrella. We have an umbrella in my husband's truck now, so moving forward I could just have the umbrella out, because like I said, the main concern is like major sunburns could potentially turn into skin cancer. So it's just something to be aware of. But let me know if you have any other questions. These are all the things that I've gotten so far. So yeah, hopefully it's helpful. Again, if you have any other questions, please leave them down in the comments and I will be happy to answer them. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you in another video. Bye everybody.